Okay, so the main job for today is playfield cleaning. So I've took a few pictures and also try and get in the video some close-up before shots. So this is before I've started. The main thing we're really trying to get rid of, I don't know if you can see this on the video, is in that yellow. There's let's try and get it to focus. There you go. There's ball trails and stuff like that, and it's that. There's no real major muck on this playfield, to be honest. So it's mainly the ball trails. Where's another good area to have a look at? Around the pop bumpers. It's reasonably. There's a bit of muck in there, but not too much. The pop bumpers have kind of yellowed a bit. I don't think I'll be able to do anything about that. I'll give them a hit with some Novus, but I think that's just the plastic. And there's I don't know if you can see it. There's a very faint ball trail line that goes around the top here. Again, not bad at all compared to some games I've seen, but we'll try and get rid of that as well. So have a look down the shooter lane. Shooter lane's not too bad actually. Just the standard clean, and it should look pretty good. So I thought I'd show the things that I'm going to be using to clean the playfield and sort of the order I'll be doing it in. So first up, we'll be using the old magic eraser with some alcohol just to kind of get that off. Now with this, you want to try and do it in an inconspicuous area first, because a bit too much of that and it can start taking paint off if you're not careful. So we'll go easy with that first, and that should hopefully take care of the ball swirls, or most of them. Then we'll move on to good old Novus 2. Probably do a few goes over with that just to get it nice and shiny, and then finally some wax. So carnauba wax, I use the Görlitz number 1. It's a guitar wax, I think, what it's designed for, but it's really good on playfields, so I've been using it for quite a long time. And I'll probably put, I normally go with like 3 to 5 coats of wax. We'll see how it looks and how shiny I want to get it. So they're the tools, so it's time to start cleaning. So I've had a question from Daniel Bradford of London Village, and he asked, can I show how I got some of the metal shined up using the Dremel? So what I've got out on the top here is the various bits and pieces and some metal that still needs cleaning, a bit I'd forgotten about actually. So the first thing you can see, there's kind of 2 bits of metal. There's this front bit that's got like chrome plating on it, and then this back bit did have chrome plating on it. It's a bit hard to see in this light, but there's that much rust on it, it's kind of added. So I'm going to use 2 different approaches here. For the back bit of metal, I'm going to hit it with a Dremel, and I'm probably going to hit it with the little emery paper one first, and then maybe the little steel brush, but that emery paper one should get most of that crap off. And then for the front one, which is nowhere near as bad, and if I hit that with the Dremel I'll lose all the chrome, we'll just go with a bit of Brasso and Autosol and bits and pieces like that. So that's kind of, try and get a better angle, that's kind of what it looks like pre-dremeling. You can see this sort of mankle down it, and we'll come back after I've hit it with the Dremel. So I've done about as much cleaning as I think it's probably worth doing on these bits of metal, to be honest with you. They haven't come up as good as I was hoping, but they're a lot better than they were, and I think now I could spend hours and hours and hours to keep going at it, but it's just not worth it. So if we have a quick look, the first one was the one I hit with the Dremel. Now you can still see all the bits of like the really pitted in corrosion. That's not coming out without a hell of a lot of effort, and to be honest, for this game it's just not worth doing. But it's a lot shinier and a hell of a lot cleaner than it was, and actually all of the surface corrosion, like the actual rust, is gone off it, so I'm pretty pleased with that. And then the back one, which was just polish and Brasso, Autosol, that kind of stuff, again you can still see it's nowhere near perfect, but it's a lot cleaner than it was. So I think this is the point where I cut my losses and decide, unless I want to stand here constantly clean these 2 bits of metal for the next 2 weeks, they're good enough for the game, and they'll go back on like that. Okay, as you can see, the back glass has been taken out. I've put that somewhere safe. There's going to be a little bit of work to do on that, but that will be for another video. I finished cleaning up the playfield. Well, there's still a couple of coats of wax I think still to go on, but we've done the magic eraser, we've hit it with Novus a few times, and it's not come up too bad. It's difficult to, I suppose, get the sort of shine on through the video. I wonder if I come down here, if I can get a... The colours have come up quite nice. Yeah, it's not difficult in this light. It's not perfect by any means. I know I said I was trying to get the ball trails out using the magic eraser. Well, I went with the magic eraser as long as I dare. You can still sort of see they're still in there a bit. They're a lot better than they were, but it got to the point where I was getting worried about starting to take paint off, so I held off with the magic eraser. That's probably the one thing with magic eraser. Don't go mad with it, because you will start taking paint off. So I stopped. A few coats of Novus, polished, buffed back off, and then that's had 2 coats of the wax on so far. I will probably put another couple of coats on, and then that will be it, ready to go. Then it's a case of putting the playfield back together, and then, like I say, looking in the back box. So that'll be for another time. There's also a shop blog thread for this machine that's on the PinballInfo website. I'll put a link in the description below, so if you want to go and check out the PinballInfo website, it's really cool. There's lots of stuff on there to look at. Then come and have a look at the game on there. Cheers, thanks a lot.